Hey, hi, welcome to the USA Visa Success Series video 27. I have covered most of the visa questions. I have had a lot of free Zoom one-on-one sessions with you guys. You have booked the appointment by clicking on the link that was given in the description. And I'm going to give that link in the description in all my visa videos that I'm going to come up with. So if you are looking to have an appointment with me, the first appointment is free and you can book an appointment. And in these basically interactions, one thing that basically, I understood is students still don't understand the logic behind the visa interview. Some of the students basically, get refused and then they apply again and they get refused and they apply again and they get refused and they apply again and they get refused and they apply again and it goes on. They believe that visa is a luck. It basically, if you don't get it first time, second time, third time, fourth time, maybe, you have your luck on the fifth time and you will get the visa. I am not a attorney or a legal expert, but I'm into this counseling from 22 years and with a visa success series of over 90% for more than 5 years. And I can tell you that there is a logic behind this interview and why the visa officer denies students. And if you can understand the logic, then your chances of visa approval is very high. One more thing that I want to tell you is that people spend lakhs and lakhs of rupees for study abroad. But when they come to counseling, they feel basically, it is not worth. Is it right decision? When you are spending lakhs and lakhs of rupees on studies abroad, maybe basically 25, 30 lakhs, maybe 50 lakhs, 60 lakhs, maybe 1 CR. But when it comes to the counseling of few thousands of rupees, whoever you go and take it, you are worried that this is wasteful money. A counseling will help you in not only getting admissions, but getting scholarships, answering all your doubts and queries, doing the process. There is a methodology behind the counseling. We are a research-based counseling center. There are always a methodology in how you do it. And finally, the most important is your visa preparation. So don't take chances because it's not worth it. The amount that you will be giving to these counselors for your study abroad counseling is very nominal amount compared to the amount that you're going to spend for your studies in US. Probably not even 1% or less than, basically very less than 1%. So it is okay to spend on counseling because it helps you to basically understand the entire process, helps you in your admission, helps you in getting scholarship, helps you in getting visas. And there is a methodology behind this process. So do take the counseling because I don't like you getting visa refusals. That's very important because it's your career, your future, and you need to take care of it. If it was my son or my daughter, I would have gone to the expert because they would help me to save lakhs and not, I would be ready to spend few thousands to save that lakhs of rupees. And most important, to see that my daughter goes to a good university and has a good career. Okay, that's enough of me telling this. One more thing that I want to tell you is during the Zoom interaction one-on-one session, most of the students wanted me to have more sessions because Zoom first meeting is free. I can't give many meetings free. So what I have decided is on first Thursday of a month, I'm going to be live on my Instagram. And on third Thursday of my I'm going to be live on Facebook. So I will give those IDs on the descriptions. So join the Instagram at 7:15 p.m. in the evening, Indian Standard Time, on first Thursday, and I'll be there for 10 minutes to answer your queries, questions. So if you have any doubts, you can use that time. And it will be a group learning because one-on-one is like basically takes a lot of time. So this would be a group learning. And similarly, Facebook, I'll be there on third Thursday at 7:15 p.m. And you can join that, and I will try to answer those questions for any countries, visas or admissions or any other questions that you have. I'll be happy to answer those questions. So now in today's video, I'm going to talk about the various sections that are used for visa denial and how this section is relevant to you and how you can avoid being denied under these sections. So I have given you all the visa questions, almost all the visa questions. Okay, so go to that, all the visa videos, you will understand the types of questions the visa officer will ask. And now I'm going to tell you about the denial, visa denial, the sections that are used, and how these questions can be related to those sections and how you can prevent from getting visa denial under those sections. So today I'm going to discuss 214B, and which is a major, most used section for student visa denial. It is basically potential immigrant. You are treated as a potential immigrant. Here, the visa officer preassumes that you are not going to come back. And it is your responsibility to prove to the visa officer that you are a genuine student, you are going for a study purpose, and that you will come back. So section 214B talks about this particular section. Plus, I'll be talking about 221A4. So I'll be talking about these two sections. Now, today under 214B, I'm going to talk about funding. So the visa officer will reject you if the visa officer feels that the funding is not enough, and he will reject you as a potential immigrant. And the same section he can apply as 221A4 if the visa officer feels that your funding is not sufficient and you will be depending on the public funds, that is government funds. So he will reject you under 221A4. Now, why does the visa officer reject under both these sections? So, and how you can avoid it? The visa officer could ask you a question about what is your bank balance. So if he finds that your bank balance is less than the fund that is required to study abroad, he will reject you under these sections. So how much funds you should have? You should have minimum 1.2, 1.5 times of the fund if you are going for a 2 years master's program. So it should cover more than 1 year of funds in your bank balance or education bank loan combined. Okay, or more. You can have the entire 2 years of funds, but you should have minimum 1.2 to 1.5 times of the fund. Okay, the fund that you are going to see in the I-20 is for 1 year. So 1.2 to 1.5 times of the fund is required if you are going for a master's program, which is of 2 years. If you are going for a bachelor's program, which is of 4 years, try to have 2 years of funds or more. This is important because it tells the visa officer that you have made provision, your funds are ready with you, and these funds can be used for your education, and you will not be treated under 214B for funding or 221A4 saying that you are going to be depending on the public funds of US. So you have to show funds. Okay. Besides basically 214B, when I'm showing about funding, what documents you need to carry. So you will have to carry your bank statements of 6 months or more. So you can take multiple bank statements. So you can, your father, if your father is your sponsor and he has accounts in 4 different banks, you can carry if there are funds in all 4 different banks. You can also carry your family funds. So besides your father being a sponsor, you can take your mother bank statement if your mother bank account has funds, your brothers, sisters, you can take your bank statement if it has funds. And all these funds can be considered the liquid funds, and you should have at least 1.2 to 1.5 times of the fund for master's program of 2 years. Okay, so the I-20 money that will reflect would be of 1 year, so you should have at least 1.2 to 1.5 times. And for your bachelor's program, you should have 2 or more years of fund in this liquid, so that you have a good chance to prove that you have sufficient funds and you will not be rejected under 214B, which is a common section used for potential immigrant. I'll be covering the other parameters of 214B in my next videos. So I'm going to go slow because what happens is it takes time to absorb, it takes time to realize. I understand basically students don't go through the entire video sometimes, and I don't want to basically make my video a waste. I want that each one of you should take value of my video, because such information you will not get anywhere. I'm telling you, you will not find anywhere in the social media anywhere where you can get collective information about entire visa process, which I'm sharing it with you. Also important is to like, share, subscribe, spread it, because the information is valuable. It is sometimes a free information, doesn't give value for you, but this is very, very valuable information. So please share, spread, let others take the benefit like you are taking for yourself. Thank you very much, and see you again in my next video. Bye.